Episode 67, Sonic's Toughest Challenge. 1 week later, Twilight's Castle. Sonic is floating in the air, meditating.
Wow, this is amazing!
Shh! Quiet, Rainbow Dash. Good job, Sonic. Continue to focus. Continue to sense everything around you. Twilight nods to Shadow. Shadow fires a small energy ball at Sonic. Sonic senses it with his eyes closed and stops Shadow's energy ball telekinetically with his mind. Sonic struggling to use his alicorn abilities. You can do this, Sonic. Focus and control your thoughts and disintegrate Shadow's attack with your mind. Sonic loses focus and gets hit with Shadow's blast. Boom! Sonic falls to the floor.
Sonic!
Rainbow Dash rushes over to check on him. No worries, Dash. I'm all right. Come on, let's do it again until I get it right. No, your frustration is starting to take over your thoughts now. I believe we're done for today. No, I have to learn how to control my magic, Twilight. Controlling your magic is only part of being able to harness the powers of the element of magic. You must also learn how to control your emotions, Sonic. If you have the slightest slip-up in your emotional state while yielding the element of magic, it could cause the elements of harmony to fail in a battle, or even worse. If you use it in anger, you'll be the one who gets turned to stone.
She's right, Hedgie.
Sonic, you've done well and have come a long way in your training this week, but you must remember, the elements of harmony are powered by friendship and love, not by anger, power, and hatred. In order for you to learn this, I have to challenge you in a way you've never been challenged before. Oh, really? Well, this should be interesting. What did you have in mind? We must eliminate the cause of your frustration. I am going to invite Aeon to my castle to discuss his future here in Equestria, and while he's here, I want you to kill him. Then and only then will you be free of what's holding you back. Twilight's Castle. Twilight and Shadow having an argument in the den.
Have you completely lost your mind, Twilight? How is killing Aeon going to bring peace to Sonic? It's the exact opposite of what you and the elements of harmony stand for.
Relax, Shadow. I know what I'm doing. I've searched Aeon's soul, and deep down I know he's a good hedgehog with a troubled past. I won't allow Sonic to kill him.
Then why did you order him to do so?
Because it's a test, Shadow. During the fight, Sonic will have to choose whether or not to kill Aeon or give her mercy and forgiveness for kidnapping Sonia. If Sonic passes and chooses to give Aeon forgiveness, then he will be free from the hatred that's been consuming him. But if he fails and we have to intervene to save Aeon, then I will have no other choice but to strip Sonic of the element of magic.
I understand what you're trying to achieve here, Twilight, but I think this is a bad idea. Have you even considered that Sonic may lose or get killed by Aeon during this fight?
No, because Sonic is more powerful than Aeon. Especially now that Sonic has been tapping into his alicorn powers. Sonic has even surpassed you and Silver in power.
Believe me, I'm well aware of that fact. You're forgetting one small problem when it comes to Aeon's power, and that would be the power he receives from his precious crystal. We still aren't sure as to what kind of power it possesses, and how Aeon uses it in battle. All I know is that it was capable of resurrecting a dead pony and possibly Sonia back to life. To me, his crystal is a major wild card when it comes to dealing with him.
You're right, Shadow, but this fight between Sonic and Aeon must happen if Sonic is going to put his hatred for Aeon behind him. You can't feel Sonic's emotions like I can. But I promise you, Shadow, this animosity he feels toward Aeon is consuming him, and it will affect the elements of harmony if he can't let it go.
Fine. If you believe that this is the best option, then I'm with you, Twilight. I only hope this doesn't blow up in our faces.
You and I will be watching, so it doesn't come to that. Thanks for having my back and sharing your concerns with me, Shadow.
You're welcome. I wouldn't be a great significant other to you if I didn't.
Elsewhere in the castle, Sunset, Shimmer, and Spike meet up with Rouge and Starlight inside the Friendship Clinic office.
Thank heavens it's lunchtime.
Boy, you said it, Rouge. A nice hot cheese pizza and some breadsticks is exactly what I need. Personally, I could have gone for veggie style myself, but I know how much you detest vegetables, Spike.
You could have ordered worms on this pizza and I still would have eaten it. I'm so hungry.
So, Sunset, how's it been going as Twilight's new apprentice? Great, actually. I wish I would have known about this friendship stuff when I was in Celestia's magic school. Honestly, I wish I would have known Twilight before I went off the deep end the first time. Yeah, but you wouldn't have learned the way you did, and you may not be where you are today because of it. I guess that's a positive way to look at it.
Look, Starlight, no one is perfect. I mean, take me, for example. I used to be a gem thief back in my Mobius days, and I certainly didn't have many friends either. But Twilight and her friends changed all of that for me, too.
What's impressed me the most with Twilight, since putting my grudge to rest with her, is seeing how powerful she's become and how she handles the stress of being a princess. And to think you wanted that stress. Twilight enters. There you are, Sunset. I have something I need to talk to you about. Ooh, cheese pizza. Twilight uses her magic to telekinetically lift a slice of pizza to her mouth.
Cravings, Twilight?
Ooh, that is so delicious. Yep, definitely pregnancy cravings. Are you kidding me? I can't stop eating. Every food I see looks delicious. I have even salivated over Applejack's cutie mark. Oh my goodness. Well, if you think that's bad, you guys should have seen what Twilight consumed for breakfast this morning. 2 pieces of French toast and a 4-egg and cheese omelet. Thank you, Spike. So, what did you want to talk to me about, Twilight? I'd like to get to know Aeon a little bit better. Could you ask him if he minds stopping by the castle Friday morning? Yeah, I guess I could ask him. What do you want to know about him? I'm just curious to know where he stands, and I'm intrigued to hear his story.
Meanwhile, the Cloud Dominium.
I can't believe you're actually going to go through with Twilight's plan to kill Aeon, Sonic. This isn't what we're about.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Dash. All I know is that I can't wait to get my hands on him.
For what? To avenge your evil sister? You're not a cold-blooded killer, Sonic.
That may be true, but Twilight is right. In order for me to move forward, I need to bury my past. I owe him a beating for the pain he inflicted upon my family. Whether you agree with me or not, I still believe Sonia's changed because of what Aeon did to her all these years. You can't sit here and tell me that being held captive for 15 years doesn't affect someone's psyche.
I'm not saying that, but Hedgie, Sonia is a responsible adult and should be held accountable for what she's done. I believe Aeon when he said that he had nothing to do with Sonia's evil plot.
Look, I'm not excusing Sonia for her actions, but Aeon needs to pay for what he did. It still haunts me today that I couldn't stop him from taking Sonia. I have to fight him, Rainbow Dash, if I'm ever going to put it behind me.
Just be careful, Sonic. I have a feeling there's more to Twilight wanting you to fight Aeon than you realize.
Well, what do you mean by that?
It's not like her to order death on some pony. I think she's testing you to see if you can get control of your emotions and let your hatred for Aeon go peacefully.
Regardless, Dash, I'm gonna fight him. It took every ounce of restraint in me not to pound his face in last week during our meeting. I need this, Dash. I have so much anger inside me over him that it is consuming me.
Rainbow Dash embraces Sonic.
Well, whatever you decide to do, just know I'm in your corner, Sonic. I just hope this fight with Aeon doesn't cost you the element of magic, or worse, your kind and caring heart.
Rainbow Dash leaves the Cloud Dominium. Rarity's boutique. Fluttershy walks into the war room. Rarity is working on a new line of sportswear. There you are, darling. Did it slow down a bit out there?
Yeah, it did. Oh, wow, this looks interesting.
I'm glad you think so. It's a workout line of clothing I'm designing. It's durable, fashionable, futuristic, and dare I say sexy. This is going to be Silva's outfit. Oh, I can't wait to see him in this.
They are stylish for workout clothes.
Silva is going to be my model for this line during Manhattan's Spring Fashion Show. I hope Equestria approves. This design is going to be part of my spring line. My theme this year is fun and flirty.
It must be the recent engagement to Silver that has you in the flirty mood.
Yes, I do believe that has something to do with it. So, did you make any plans with Tails for the weekend? You know it is Hearts and Hooves Day on Saturday.
Yes, I'm not sure what he's planning though. I'm really excited for Hearts and Hooves Day this year. It's the first time I'm actually celebrating it with a boyfriend. Usually I spend it with Discord.
Well, you deserve Tails, darling. How's Discord been doing?
Great. Did you know that Maud is part of his show now?
No, I had no idea performing was something Maud enjoyed. I thought she was in college trying to become a geologist or something like that.
She was, but according to Pinky, she's developed a passion for comedy.
The things you learn about a pony. Amy knocks on the door.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, hello, darling. I know what you're here for, and I have it ready for you.
That's great. I can't wait to see it and try it on.
Rarity walks over to a rack and uses her magic to telekinetically take Amy's dress off the rack.
Oh, my.
It's my dress for Hearts and Hooves Day. Chris and I are heading to Canterlot for dinner, a play, and hopefully a night full of romance.
Yes, well, I must say, Chris has spared no expense for Hearts and Hooves Day. You two should have a wonderful evening.
I know. I'm really excited. This is technically our first date together since I've become a human. I know it's going to be an amazing evening. Do you mind if I try this dress on, Rarity?
Of course you can, darling. My office is back there. Go ahead and try on the dress in there.
Thanks.
Amy heads back to Rarity's office to try on the dress. After a few minutes, Amy exits the office wearing the dress.
Wow, Amy, you look stunning in this dress.
You're going to take Chris's breath away, darling.
I love this dress, Rarity. Thank you so much.
And it fits all right?
Absolutely. It's everything I asked for.
Meanwhile, Sugar Cube Corner. Rainbow Dash enters.
Oh, hey, Rainbow Dash. What can I get you today? I'm good, Pinky. I really need to talk to Manic. Is he around? Yeah, he's in my apartment. Come on, I'll take you around through the kitchen. Cool. Thanks, Pinky.
Pinkie Pie leads Rainbow Dash into her apartment.
Manic! Rainbow Dash is here to see you.
Manic walks over. What's up, Dash?
Oh, I gotta go. I have a customer.
Pinkie Pie exits to take care of her customer.
We need to have a serious talk about Sonic. He's planning on killing Aeon.
And there's a problem with that?
Yeah, because Twilight is the one who suggested it.
I thought Twilight wanted to give Aeon a chance to prove himself a good hedgehog.
I thought so too, but today during Sonic's training, Twilight told Sonic he needs to put his anger with Aeon to rest because it's affecting Sonic's ability to use his alicorn magic and the element of magic. Twilight suggested that the only way Sonic is going to get past this is if he fights and potentially kills Aeon.
Again, I ask, what's the problem?
The problem is that Sonic is not a cold-blooded killer. The only time Sonic does so is to protect innocent lives. If he goes through with this, he could be stripped of the element of magic or face life in Tartarus. Not to mention what this could do to his soul and our marriage. I know you hate Aeon as much as Sonic does, but please talk to him, Manic. Is this hatred for Aeon worth losing Sonic over?
Of course not, Rainbow Dash, but what good am I gonna do? If Sonic has already made up his mind about this, then there's no way you're gonna be able to stop him. I mean, I could try to reason with him. I would hate to see Sonic kill Aeon out of cold blood and revenge because you're right. It's not what he stands for and would undoubtedly destroy his soul.
So you'll talk to him for me then?
Yeah, tell him to come on down and I'll try to reason with him. Rainbow Dash embraces Manic.
Thank you, Manic. You're a great brother.
Communicator.
Sonic, do you copy?
Sonic, communicator. Yeah, what's going on, babe? Rainbow Dash, communicator.
I'm down at Pinkie Pie's apartment, and Manic wants to talk to you. Do you mind flying down to see him?
Sonic, communicator. Sure, I'll be down in a minute.
Thanks again for doing this, Manic. I hope some brotherly advice will be enough to get through to him.
He hates Aeon so much though, Dash. You have no idea the guilt he carried around with him after Aeon kidnapped Sonya. Why do you think I said during the meeting last week that I'm not sure Sonic and I would be able to forgive Aeon? You guys weren't there and don't have to carry that failure on your backs like Sonic and I have to. We feel responsible for the way things have turned out recently with Sonya, because had we stopped Aeon, there's a chance that Sonya never would have learned about her true powers, which have led her down this evil path she's been on.
I can see it from your perspective, Manic, but it's not your fault or Sonic's that Sonya chose this path. Aeon told Sonya the truth about her powers and how she factors into the triad of power. He told her the truth so he could benefit from it. But Sonya betrayed him as well once she learned the truth and decided this path for herself. Now that she knows how powerful she really is, she wants to use that power to rule the universe. She didn't have to go down this road. We were welcoming to her, and I was legitimately excited to meet her, and yet she still chose to betray us.
I know, it just sucks. That's all I'm saying. Sonic enters the apartment.
Look, Manic, if Dash talked you into me fighting Aeon, then you're wasting your time.
Listen, bro, I hate Aeon as much as you do, and in all honesty, I would love to see you tear him apart. But it's not who you are, Sonic. If you do this, you'll have to carry around the guilt of killing him in cold blood.
Well, what do you want me to do, Manic? My defeat to him has haunted me for 15 years. It cost us our sister's soul, bro. It consumes me, Manic. The hatred, the humiliation, the failure to protect our sister. I have to fight him. I have to end him so I can yield the element of magic in Equestria's defense. I can't do that with this weighing on me like it has all these years.
Sonic, if you kill Aeon, Twilight will strip you of the element of magic.
Then why would she order me to do so then, Dash?
Because she's testing you to see if you'll show Aeon mercy. Fighting him and letting out years of anger, heartache, and frustration is one thing, and is necessary for you to move on. But killing Aeon will cost you everything, maybe even our marriage. Is that worth it to you, Sonic? Are you gonna let Aeon take that from you too?
I already told you I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't do this right now. I'm out of here.
Sonic bolts out of Pinkie Pie's apartment and races off into the distance out of Ponyville. I told you he wouldn't listen. I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash.
I love him so much. I'm just scared of what this is gonna do to him.
Ponyville Elementary School. It's 3:35 in the afternoon. The school bell rings, dismissing school for the day. The Cutie Mark Crusaders and Rumble are walking together. So are you girls excited for Hearts and Hooves Day?
Heck yeah, I am. What are we doing as a group when we all meet up?
Spike is putting together a movie night at Twilight's Castle for us, and he said it's going to be like going to a theater to watch a movie. Sounds cool. So what movie are we gonna watch? I think we're going to decide once we get there. I'm more excited to be spending the night there. Oh my goodness, you're spending the night with Spike? Yeah, but it's not going to be what you think. I'm not ready, and I'm too young for that kind of stuff.
I don't know, sweetie. Once you guys start cuddling and kissing, it'll be hard not to.
Agreed. You better be careful, Sweetie Belle. Look, Spike may be my boyfriend, but I can't control myself.
And what about you, Apple Bloom? Did you ever ask Pipsqueak to be your date?
No.
Well, why not?
I like Pip as a friend, and that's all. It's not a big deal to me that I'm coming alone to our hangout on Hearts and Hooves Day. I don't want to give him false hope by asking him to hang out with us on a lover's holiday. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon intercept the group.
Well, look, Silver Spoon, if it isn't that colt-stealing filly, Scootaloo. I didn't steal Rumble from you. At least I had the courage to tell Rumble how I was feeling about him, unlike you.
Yeah, until now. Diamond Tiara kisses Rumble. Scootaloo shoves Diamond Tiara. Apple Bloom steps between them.
Now, come on, girls. There's no need for a fight. I told you I wasn't going to just let you have my boyfriend. We'll just see who Rumble takes to the spring dance next month. It's gonna be me, Diamond Tiara. Count on it. Well, we'll see, won't we? Anyway, enjoy your Hearts and Hooves Day with Rumble, Scootaloo, because it will be the only one you'll experience with him. Let's go, Silver Spoon. I'm sorry, girls. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon trot off. Scootaloo glances at Rumble. What? Did you enjoy your kiss?
Come on, Scoots, what kind of question is that?
A pretty simple one.
It was a nice kiss, but I don't like Diamond Tiara. She's a snobby, stuck-up, rich, prissy prima donna who has no chance with me.
Oh, so you did enjoy it.
Look, she's cute, but that doesn't mean I like her. You know how she is, and I'm not into girls like her. I like you, Scootaloo, and more importantly, I think you're beautiful, sweet, and you love sports just as much as I do. You have nothing to worry about when it comes down to how I feel about you.
Aw, that was sweet, Rumble.
Well, I'm being honest. Scootaloo kisses Rumble.
I admire your honesty. Now I say we go to the snack shack and demolish an order of nachos.
Now you're talking. Evening has fallen on Equestria, Will's house. Will in his office writing. Starlight enters. How are you doing? Fantastic. I'm smashing the final act of this play. Did you just get home from work? Yeah, it wound up becoming a pretty busy afternoon. So are you hungry for late dinner? Will checks his clock. Oh man, it's after 8. I really lost track of time. It's all right. We can go out and grab a sub sandwich or something like that. I had a rather large lunch, so I don't need a huge meal. So have you been writing the whole day? Yeah, like I said, I got into one of those writer grooves where the ideas and the dialogue just started flowing, and here I am. Yeah, we could go out and grab a sandwich or something. Will puts his quill back into his ink block. Is everything okay? You seem a bit, I don't know, frustrated or concerned about something? I'm sorry, you're right. I am a bit frustrated and concerned. The first thing is my ancestor Nightshade. Whether or not I meant to release him or not is irrelevant, because my power combined with his and Sonia's, releasing him from his statue upon Equestria, so... You are not at fault for that, Will. You attempted to stop Sonia from freeing Nightshade. You didn't realize that by trying to do so would unite your powers, freeing him. Look, my friends have already put a plan together for dealing with Nightshade, if he ever decided to attack Equestria like he did 800 years ago. So, what else is on your mind? I just received a letter from my parents today. And they're coming over for a weekend visit for Hearts and Hooves Day. You left the letter out on the table. Sorry, I read it. It's okay, I don't mind that you read it, but that changes the plans and my surprise for you this weekend. That's completely fine, Will. We can always do whatever you had planned another time. I love your parents, and I can't wait to see them again this weekend. Hearts and Hooves Day is about love, and clearly your parents want to spend it with you. I really don't have a problem with this. Whew, that's a relief. I wasn't sure how you were going to handle the news of them coming by for a weekend visit, since you were freaking out about meeting them during Heartswarming. Well, that was a much different situation, in which I was meeting your parents for the first time. I was under a lot of self-induced pressure to make a good first impression. And you certainly did that, Starlight. My parents really love you, and I know they're excited to see you as much as they are me. They know you make me happy and feel loved. You do the same for me, Will. I guess this means we'll have to celebrate Hearts and Hooves Day early then. All right, you're on then, Starlight. I say tomorrow night we go out for a nice dinner at the Rose Garden, and after that we'll just be spontaneous. Starlight smiles. I love how that sounds. And just out of curiosity, what was this big surprise you had planned for Hearts and Hooves Day? Honestly, you're getting it tomorrow. Dinner and spontaneity. Speaking of dinner, we better head out and grab it before they close. Will and Starlight share a kiss and leave his house together. Canner Lot. Sunset Shimmer's house. Sunset Shimmer and Aeon sharing dinner. So I had an interesting discussion with Twilight today about you. She wants to know more about you and about your magic crystal.
Why is she so inquisitive about me? I don't care about them. I don't care to get to know them, and I certainly don't want them to know anything more about my crystal than they already do.
Because Princess Twilight Sparkle is the leader of the Harnessers of Harmony, the team that protects our planet from evil.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but technically Sonic leads that team now.
Temporarily he does until Twilight's pregnancy is over. You see, the elements of harmony, much like your crystal, contains a great power, and that power is too great for Twilight to handle at the moment because it puts her baby at risk. Once the pregnancy is over and the baby is born, Twilight will resume her role as the element of magic and the leader of the Harnessers of Harmony. And not to mention, she's a princess, so she has the right to know about you and your crystal because Equestria's safety could depend on any knowledge you share.
And you said she wants to pry at my past, too?
She only wants to give you a chance to tell your side of the story because Sonia painted you as the bad guy. They think you're going to absorb the Triad of Power for yourself because that's what they were told by Sonia.
But you already assured them that I wasn't a threat.
Look, my words mean nothing to them, with the exception of Twilight. It wasn't that long ago that I tried to steal the Chaos Emeralds from them in an attempt to take over Equestria for myself. Needless to say, not everyone trusts me yet.
Speaking of the Chaos Emeralds, it's imperative that I stay away from those cursed gems. My body rejects the powers of chaos, and their presence alone is enough to kill me if they get into close proximity. Promise me you'll never attempt to steal them again.
Okay, but why does your body reject them?
There's something in the energy that they emit that doesn't interact well with my body. I guess you could say I'm allergic to the Chaos Emeralds. Not to worry though, my dear. My crystal has similar power, in which it allows me to transform into my super form at will.
That's good to know that you're allergic to the Chaos Emeralds. You'll have to stay away from any battle they're involved in. So, back to my original question. Would you mind coming with me to Twilight's Castle Friday morning?
Only on the condition that you're at my side every second I'm there, Sunset.
Okay, it's a deal, Aeon. The next morning, Twilight's Castle. Rainbow Dash is pounding on Twilight's front door. Spike answers. Good morning, Rainbow Dash. What brings you by?
Sonic, is he here?
No, why do you ask?
Because he stormed off yesterday afternoon and hasn't returned since. I need to see Twilight now.
She's in a meeting right now with Sunset Shimmer in her library.
Thanks, Spike.
Rainbow Dash trots off to Twilight's library. Twilight opens it from the other side with her magic. Twilight and Sunset Shimmer looking over at Rainbow Dash. Oh, hi, Rainbow Dash. What brings you by my castle this morning?
You have to stop this fight between Aeon and Sonic, Twilight.
What?
Twilight didn't tell you about it, did she?
Rainbow Dash, enough! What is she talking about, Twilight?
I'm talking about how Twilight has ordered Sonic to fight Aeon in an attempt to free Sonic of his anger for what Aeon did to him 15 years ago.
Thanks for listening, Dash. Is that why you asked me to bring Aeon here tomorrow, so he could be slaughtered by Sonic? No, it's not like that at all, Sunset.
Yeah, it is, Twilight. I've never seen Sonic like this before. He's full of pent-up rage and darkness, and he's going to kill Aeon.
No, he won't, Rainbow Dash. Shadow and I will be there to prevent it from going that far. This fight must happen between Sonic and Aeon for the good of Equestria. This is a test for Sonic, to see if he can let go of his hatred and anger that's been consuming him over what Aeon did.
Oh, he's gonna let it go all right, Twilight.
You know as well as I do, Rainbow Dash, that the elements of harmony are powered by friendship, kindness, and love. If Sonic can't forgive Aeon peacefully during the fight, and Shadow and I have to intervene, then I will have no choice but to strip Sonic of the element of magic. Trust me, no fatal harm will come to either one of them. Sonic's hatred for Aeon is consuming Sonic's soul, and it's the only thing holding him back. If he fails this test, then he won't be able to yield the element of magic properly. I can't believe you deceived me, Twilight. I won't allow Aeon to become a lab rat in your experiment. Sunset, please. It is your duty as my apprentice to not tell Aeon about this plan. I'm not happy about this method, but they have to fight for real. Sonic needs this challenge if he's going to protect Equestria and lead the Harnessers of Harmony in my absence. So I ask both of you to please not prevent this fight from happening.
This whole plan of yours could blow up in our faces. You didn't see how angry Sonic was after he left here yesterday. Manic and I attempted to talk sense into him, but he raced off alone, and I haven't seen him since. I'm pretty sure Sonic isn't going to end his grudge with Aeon peacefully.
I know what I'm asking is difficult and doesn't make sense, but with the amount of hatred Sonic has for Aeon, this is the only way I can think of Sonic letting out some of that anger. Sonic won't be able to forgive Aeon if he doesn't have the opportunity to exact a little bit of revenge on him first. The goal here is to try and see if Sonic gives Aeon mercy and forgiveness. Then and only then will Sonic be ready to yield the element of magic. And let's not forget the Harmony Chaos Cannon as well. I am sorry, but I won't allow Aeon to be blindsided like this. I am telling him what you were planning, and if he decides to come, then at least it will be his choice. I understand completely. And what about you, Rainbow Dash? Are you planning to stop this too?
I wish I could, but Sonic isn't responding to any of my communicator attempts. I hate it when he just runs off in anger. I'm beginning to see why Amy was so often frustrated with him.
Well, you did the same thing when Soren broke your heart.
Yes, but that was different. When Soren broke my heart, I was heartbroken and alone. It left me feeling ashamed, so I secluded myself from every pony. Sonic's going through anger because he feels guilty for not protecting Sonia when they were kids. And rather than lean on me for support, he runs off to blow off steam and avoids his feelings. Why do you think I believe this fight is such a bad idea?
But it has to be done, Dash. Sonic has to release his anger so he can harness the power of the element of magic effectively. A fight between Aeon and Sonic is the only way Sonic can let his frustration out, and that's when the real test for Sonic begins. If he chooses to brutalize Aeon and not show him forgiveness and mercy, then Sonic isn't fit to lead the elements of harmony. Can I trust you girls to let this happen without any interference? Rainbow Dash shaking her head.
I hate this plan, but if it helps Sonic let go of his hatred for Aeon and helps our team, then yes, I agree.
And what about you, Sunset? Fine, I won't tell Aeon about what you're planning, but if anything happens to him, it will be a fight and nothing more. I promise, Shadow and I won't allow Sonic to viciously hurt or kill Aeon. Meanwhile, Rarity's Boutique. Applejack is surprisingly shopping at Rarity's Boutique and is looking through the lingerie section. Applejack? Oh my, I never thought I'd see the day you shopping at one of my boutiques. And it's the lingerie section, no less. Well, it is Hearts and Hooves Day in 2 days, Sugar Cube. Say no more, darling. Well, do you need any of my expertise picking something out? No, that would just be awkward. Well, I happen to think you would look scrumptious in lace, Applejack. Scrumptious? Do you have a secret thing for me, Rarity? Rarity blushes. Oh, but of course not, darling. It's just my job to suggest certain clothing options, shall we say, to all of my customers. Personally, I think you'd look great in silk, darling. Rarity and Applejack give Fluttershy a look. Whoo, doggy, you've only been working for Rarity for a month, and already she's rubbing off on you. Oh, wait, did I actually say darling? Why, yes, you did, Fluttershy. In all honesty, though, I agree with Shy on the whole silk thing. Oh, this is kind of cute. Applejack pulls a pair of silk underwear from the rack. Those are really cute. Knuckles is going to love them on you. I certainly hope so. I really want to make my special guy feel special on Saturday night. What about you, Shy? Got anything planned with Tails for Hearts and Hooves Day? I'm not really sure what's going on. Tails is doing all the planning for it, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Oh, Fluttershy, dear, you should never let the guy plan the whole evening. I'm not worried or looking for anything extravagant. As long as I'm with my sweet two-tailed fox, I'll be in heaven. Exactly the right attitude, Fluttershy. Okay, I like these. I'll take 'em. Now all I have to do is find a cute little top to go with 'em. Okay, follow me, AJ. We have a wide selection of really cute tops to match with those. Oh, wait. What about a sexy outfit to go over it? You mean like a costume or something like that?
Precisely. Don't need one. I already have that part covered. Let's just say I've been saving a pair of chaps for a special occasion, just like this one. Oh, Applejack, you are full of surprises, aren't you? Applejack winks. Sugar Cube, you have no idea. Meanwhile, the Cloudiminium. Rainbow Dash is watching television when Sonic enters. Rainbow Dash turns off the television and glares at Sonic. I know what you're thinking, and I'm sorry I ran off like that.
Look, Sonic, I get it. When you get angry or upset, you run it off and want to be left alone. And I'm completely okay with that. But in the future, could you please at least have the decency to answer your communicator so I know you're all right? I've been worried about you since you bolted from Pinkie Pie's apartment yesterday.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I took off my communicator once I made it out to our Hoopsdale Valley house. You were right about it being a great place to escape and to reflect about things.
So did it help at all?
Yeah, I did some meditation, physical training, and overall thought about what my responsibilities are to Equestria. Look, Dash, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I will be able to forgive Aeon, but I know this much for certain. I hate him, and I want to punish him for what he did to Sonia. I think fighting him, win or lose, is going to be enough for me to put the past with him behind me.
Sonic, I talked to Twilight today, and she said this is a test to see if you could put the past behind you in a peaceful manner. She knows you need to physically fight him first to help in that process, but she wants to see if you can forgive him and show mercy. If you can't, then Twilight is going to strip you of the element of magic.
I know what she's trying to do, and it's smart on her part to challenge me like she is. I wasn't sure what kind of challenge she had in store for me, but this will be the toughest one of my life. Not only am I fighting Aeon, but I'm fighting my own emotions as well. And if I fail, I deserve to lose the element of magic.
I don't think this is a good idea. You've been going through so much lately with Sonia, Aeon, and me nearly getting killed by Dark Oak that I worried that you won't be able to stop yourself from seriously injuring Aeon in this fight tomorrow. You have so much pent-up anger inside you that I don't think you're going to be able to control it tomorrow. I'm really worried about you, Sonic, and it's because I love you.
I love you too, Dashy. Hey, don't worry about me tomorrow. If there's one thing about me that you need to know, it's that I've always been able to rise to the challenge.
I know you have, but the challenge has never been with yourself before. Regardless, you know I'll be in your corner cheering you on. I just hope you gain some peace and closure after this fight with Aeon.
Me too, Dash. Me too. Canterlot, Sunset Shimmer's house, 7:30 p.m.
Aeon, it was a mistake for us to come back here. We should have stayed in human Equestria.
Why do you feel this way?
Because no one likes us, Aeon, and I shouldn't be telling you what I'm about to say, because I promised Twilight I wouldn't, but I can't betray your trust knowing you can get hurt. Twilight has set up a fight between you and Sonic tomorrow when you were supposed to have a meet and greet with her.
Now why would she do that?
Because it's a test for Sonic to see if he can let his hatred for you go and forgive you. If Sonic can't control his anger, then Twilight will have no other choice but to strip him of the element of magic. I couldn't let you just walk into an ambush, Aeon.
I appreciate that, my dear.
If you don't want to go, I completely understand.
Oh no, I'm going tomorrow. If Sonic wants a fight with me, then he's got one. I'll leave him just as broken as I did the last time we fought.
Are you sure? I have a really bad feeling about this, as does Sonic's wife, Rainbow Dash. She told Twilight yesterday that he legitimately wants to kill you.
Kill me? You have no reason to worry about that scenario, my dear. As I already stated, I obliterated him the last time we fought, and I'll do it again.
Don't underestimate his power, Aeon. Remember, he is part alicorn, and I can tell you from watching his fight with King Sombra that he's more powerful than when you last fought him.
That may be true, Sunset. However, this crystal of mine gives me more power than Sonic can handle. With its healing powers, I'm nearly immortal.
The next morning, Twilight's castle. Sonic and Rainbow Dash have already arrived.
So where is he, Twilight?
I'm not sure. Sunset and Aeon should have been here by now.
Maybe Sunset told him about your little plan and he chickened out. I've never chickened out of anything in my life.
Aeon and Sunset Shimmer enter the room.
It's about time you showed up. Let's take this outside, shall we? With pleasure.
Aeon and Sonic both teleport to the outside of Twilight's castle.
Ugh, I've got a bad feeling about this, Twilight.
I have faith in Sonic. He won't fail me. Meanwhile, outside the castle.
You're going to regret asking for this fight, Sonic. While you may have grown stronger thanks to your Alicorn heritage, I can confidently assure you the result is going to be the same as it was when I last fought you.
I wouldn't bet on that theory if I were you. I've learned some new techniques since then, but enough talking. I'd rather show you what I mean.
Sonic rushes at Aeon.
Fool, you did this 15 years ago.
Sonic smiles, then disappears into the sky above Aeon. Sonic to himself.
I bet you didn't see this one coming.
Aeon, above you! Sonic holds out his hand and releases an energy ball from it. Aeon spots it coming and fires an energy blast from his cannon. The two energy balls collide, causing an explosion. During the explosion, Sonic teleported next to Aeon and connects with a huge punch to Aeon's jaw. Aeon hits the ground and is down on all fours. Sonic rushes in and kicks Aeon into the air. Sonic flies up after him. Aeon recovers and shoots another blast from his cannon. Aeon flies towards the ground and Sonic. He attempts to bury a punch into Sonic, but Sonic grabs Aeon's fist, then blasts Aeon with a punch of his own. Aeon lands hard on his back. Sonic teleports and pins Aeon's arms to the ground with his knees, pressing down on Aeon.
Now you're gonna pay for what you've done to my sister.
Sonic buries a punch deep into Aeon's abdomen. Aeon spits up blood. Sonic begins punching Aeon repeatedly in the face.
This is getting ugly, Twilight.
Aeon! Sonic, stop!
Sonic hears Dash's plea and stops. Sonic gets off of ailing Aeon. He lifts Aeon up by his quills and punches Aeon square on the jaw as blood flies from Aeon's mouth. Aeon hits the ground and rolls to his side in agony. Sonic stands over him. Aeon coughs up and spits blood from his mouth.
Your sister Sonia chose her own path. I only needed her for her powers. You have no idea of the evil that will eventually arrive here.
I'm already looking at it.
Sonic kicks Aeon in the ribs.
Sunset, no!
Sunset Shimmer fires an energy blast from her unicorn horn. The blast hits Sonic dead on and sends him flying several feet from Aeon. Sonic is hurt but still conscious and is laying face down on the grass. Sunset Shimmer rushes over to Aeon to check on him. Rainbow Dash does the same with Sonic.
Aeon, are you okay?
I am now. Thanks for the save.
Aeon embraces Sunset Shimmer.
Sonic, enough, please.
Sonic stands defiantly.
Hey, Aeon, how typical of you to need a girl to fight your battles for you.
Ha! I don't need Sunset's help to eviscerate you, Sonic. Rainbow Dash, Sunset, leave Sonic and Aeon alone to fight. I agree with him. You need to get away from me now. It's time I show Sonic exactly what he got himself into today. Vacate now, Sunset.
Aeon begins powering up as he summons powers from his magic crystal. Ponyville begins shaking as Aeon's power begins to surge.
Dash, get back.
Things are gonna get rough.
Rainbow Dash kisses Sonic.
Be careful, and please control yourself.
I got this, Dash. Oh, you're going to get it all right, Sonic.
I didn't anticipate this.
He went super without a Chaos Emerald. He must have absorbed the powers of the Chaos Emerald into his crystal. And now, Sonic, I hope you enjoyed fists for breakfast because you're about to eat mine.
Aeon rushes Sonic and connects with a huge punch to Sonic's face, sending Sonic flying. Sonic hits the ground. Aeon fires a blast from his cannon. The blast hits Sonic. Sonic stands.
Is that all you got, Aeon?
Of course not. Aeon fires multiple energy balls from his left hand. Sonic begins dodging them.
Whoa! I gotta get inside and catch him off guard.
Sonic uses his Alicorn magic to teleport in front of Aeon. Sonic delivers a kick to Aeon's chin. Aeon lands on his feet and quickly catches Sonic with a punch in the gut. Aeon grabs Sonic by his quills. Aeon begins headbutting Sonic repeatedly as Sonic begins bleeding substantially from the head. Aeon lets go of Sonic's quills and delivers a roundhouse kick to Sonic's face. Sonic is once again face down in the grass. Aeon is preparing to deliver the death blow to Sonic as an energy ball begins to form in his left hand. Rainbow Dash flies in and tackles Aeon to the ground. Aeon gets to his feet first as he walks towards Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash staring at Aeon.
Please, Aeon, please stop this fight. Sonic is my husband and I love him. I don't want this feud to end with his death. Please.
Aeon kneels down on one knee, just inches away from Rainbow Dash.
I'm not the one who asked for this fight. Your husband should blame his own sister for what she's become.
Yeah, but you still kidnapped her. You can't blame Sonic for holding a grudge on you all these years. Be the better Hedgehog and apologize for what you did, and maybe Sonic will forgive you.
I will never forgive or forget what he's done!
Sonic's rage and power explodes.
Damn it! I told you this was a bad idea, Twilight! He's transforming into his dark form!
Oh no! What have I done?
We won't be able to stop him now! He's going to rip Aeon apart!
Rainbow Dash stunned.
Sonic! What's going on?
Shadow rushes over and grabs Rainbow Dash.
We need to get away from Sonic, now!
What's happening to him, Shadow?
Sonic is transforming into his dark form! There is nothing we can do now to prevent Sonic from killing Aeon!
Sunset Shimmer senses Sonic's enormous power. Aeon! We need to get out of here now! Sonic has finished his transformation into Dark Sonic.
Sunset, get away from me now! Go with your friends to safety. I love you.
Sunset Shimmer passionately kisses Aeon. I love you more.
Go.
Sunset has a tear streak down her cheek and runs off to a safe distance. Sonic has an evil smirk on his face.
Time to put an end to you, Aeon.
Sonic! If you do this, there's no turning back!
Twilight to herself. Please, show him mercy, Sonic. I need you to lead the Harnessers of Harmony. Sonic teleports and punches Aeon in the abdomen. Aeon hunches over Sonic's fist with his eyes bulging from his head. Sonic rips Aeon's necklace, which holds his crystal, off his neck. Sonic kicks Aeon in the side of the head. Aeon is lying on the ground. Sonic calmly walks over to Aeon and stomps on his ribs and keeps his foot on top of Aeon's chest.
I told you I was gonna have my revenge and put an end to you for good, Aeon. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take away your source of power, because without this crystal, you're nothing more than an ordinary hedgehog with a cannon.
Sonic crushes Aeon's crystal to pieces in his hand. Aeon loses his power and turns back to his base form as Sonic releases the fragments of the crystal all over Aeon's ravaged body. Sonic turns back to his base form.
You fool! What have you done? I got my revenge on you by taking away your only source of power. Now the Triad of Power will never be absorbed by anyone. I will never call you a friend, nor will I ever forgive you for taking Sonia's innocence. But now we're even, and I can move on with my life knowing you're no longer a threat to Equestria. Like I said, without that crystal, you're nothing. Live in peace, Aeon, because if you ever try to do otherwise, I will kill you.
Sonic takes his foot off of Aeon's chest and walks away, leaving Aeon in the grass. Sonic stops by Twilight, Shadow, and Rainbow Dash. I knew you could do it, Sonic. How do you feel?
I will never forgive him, but I'm at peace knowing I destroyed that crystal from ever being used to absorb the Triad of Power. I've officially made peace with myself for what Aeon did to Sonia. I took away Aeon's power, and to me that's all the vindication I need.
Rainbow Dash embraces Sonic.
I am so proud of you, hubby.
Come on, Dashy. Let's go home.